reporting. The American Red Cross is helping displaced residents and others impacted by the evacuations. Floridians are still recovering from Hurricane Ian, and standing water from the storm may now be a breeding ground for a dangerous microbe called Vibrio vulnificus. It's often called a flesh-eating bacteria, and the state health department says it's seen twice as many cases this year compared to 2021. Symptoms include fever and chills, a drop in blood pressure, and blisters on the skin. The CDC says 1 in 5 cases is fatal. New at 11 tonight, the Children's Brain Tumor Foundation took over Day Air Ballpark today to show that no families in the Dayton area will go through the brain or spinal cord tumor journey alone. The nonprofit hosted the CBTF Family and Friends Walk this afternoon. It raised money that will go toward vital research to cure brain or spinal cord tumors. Over 400 walkers participated today. News Center 7's Molly Kowick emceed the event.
You and I had a little bit of fun this morning.
We did, actually.
We went down to Centerville at the Oak Grove Park, and it was truck or treat. And so we saw some real cool costumes, but I have to talk about my favorite costume. Now, there's a hot dog there, and obviously Paw Patrol too. That's Lucas and Calvin, and I saw that costume, and I was like, that's great. I have to get a picture with these boys. And so the dad told me, though, he said, can you guess what his favorite food is? So obviously he loves hot dogs, but there's many great costumes out there, but I think that one was one of my favorites. So beautiful weather for this morning. I mean, it was a little windy, but I want to say it was actually windier during Fall Fest, which I was out there too. And today wasn't as bad. I mean, it was a little bit breezy, but beautiful skies, warm weather. We're likely going to be seeing that again moving into tomorrow. It's also been very dry for the last month or two, really, and that's why we see abnormally dry areas covering most of the state. In fact, you can even see some drought now officially across the Miami Valley. That's that beige color. So a lot of this does include Montgomery County and much of the Miami Valley, moving towards, say, Darke County and even parts of Mercer County. So that beige color, that is officially drought. That's stage 1 of drought. And so it is dry. We're not expecting a great chance of rain here over the next several days, but we are expecting some warmer conditions. You may remember about a week ago how cold it was. Feels like temperatures in the 20s, but no, it's going to be warm again tomorrow like today. In fact, even a little bit warmer tomorrow and into Monday. This morning got down to about 52 in Dayton. We did still see some 40s across the region. Salina got down to 47, 49 in Sydney, 41 down in Urbana, and we all got into the 70s today. And look at Oxford down there. Even squeaked into the 80s. Now, as we move into tomorrow, like I mentioned, more temperatures in the upper 70s as well as Monday. We do have a cold front coming through, which will cool us down a little bit, but it'll really just knock us down to seasonable, cool autumnal weather, not so much the frigid peak of winter we got earlier in the week. Temperatures now, a few places are in the 50s, 55 in Richmond, 56 in Eaton, and you can see some low 60s east of Dayton, but 62 degrees in Dayton right now, and it is warmer than this time yesterday by about 5, almost 10 degrees, depending where you are. Eastern Indiana, it's about 10 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Outside in Troy, looks like they pumped the water out of the fountain there for the winter. 62 degrees is the temperature in Dayton. Clear skies in Troy as well. With winds out of the southeast about 7 miles per hour. That's helping to keep some things warm. So we're only going to get down into the 50s likely tonight. And then the mid to upper 70s tomorrow. Might see a little bit of cloud cover in the morning. You'll still see some breakup in that cloud cover, not completely overcast, or at least at times might be completely overcast, but generally some partly cloudy skies, and then by the afternoon, you'll definitely see more sunshine like we saw today. So don't be surprised if you see a little bit of cloud cover in the morning. You can see some of that moving into the Miami Valley now, coming in from the southwest, but again, it's not completely overcast. You have to zoom out quite a bit, actually, to even see any rainfall. See some showers off the coast of the Carolinas, and you have to head way out into the Rockies, really to see much of anything. It's like a little bit of a sprinkle there near St. Louis, but that's about it. So a little bit of that cloud cover does come in overnight, not completely overcast, maybe a period or two where it is overcast, but generally throughout the night, partly cloudy skies. That does break up a little bit by the afternoon, leaving us with some clear skies, and then a pretty nice Sunday forecast and even into Monday. Now, the cold front moves through Tuesday and Wednesday. A late shower possible Tuesday, otherwise a few showers on Wednesday. And it's not a huge drop in temperatures. You can see highs in the mid-60s, lows in the 40s, which is much closer to seasonal for this time of year, unlike earlier in the week.
All right, thank you, Robert. The Buckeyes got another win under their belt at the Shoe today. The number 2 ranked Bucks held the Iowa Hawkeyes to under 200 yards of total offense. OSU had 5 sacks and forced 6 turnovers, 3 interceptions, and 3 fumbles. C.J. Stroud passed for 286 yards and 4 touchdowns. 54-10 is the final for today. The Buckeyes hope to keep their undefeated streak alive next Saturday. They'll take on the Penn State Nittany Lions on the road. That game starts at noon.